Dustin Hopkins about set to get us started, and off we go from SoFi Stadium. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And as the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now.
For the second time in his career while coming out one of the toughest divisions in football.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Carr going to throw. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Carr. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger offense makes its way out for the first time in this ball game, and leading the way, already a star in just his 3rd season, it's Justin Herbert.
It feels like hyperbole, but it's actually reality. In only 2 seasons, we've seen Justin Herbert do things rarely or never seen before in the NFL. He's one of only 9 quarterbacks now with a 5,000-yard passing season and made the Chargers a top 5 offense for the first time since 2010. He's also the only quarterback to ever throw at least 30 touchdowns in each of his first 2 seasons and set a record for completions over that same span.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they bring him to the
game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
2nd and 5 now. Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. They snap it to Herbert, and it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Raider D, they get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Jacobs with a carry on 1st down as he'll get about 3 there before he's taken down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week one. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
On first down, it's Herbert. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
Max Crosby is really starting to get his due around the league as one of the best young pass rushers in the game. 25 sacks in his first 3 seasons.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Herbert. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. He hits Adams, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 44-yard line. To throw, it's Carr. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Carr now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So Carr exits on 4th down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road. We'll
remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, but now let's get to momentum.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man, that's Renfro. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
I think it's easy to say not many people expected 100 catches or 1,000 yards out of Hunter Renfro last season, but it's time to set those low expectations aside. He's one of the breakout players at receiver in the NFL. Picks up down. 180.
Just like that. Just like that. Mike 8.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Carr going to give it to Jacobs, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 61 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys, like
too far out in front, and it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, Jacobs. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Drake will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Carr will look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up.
Down. Why they ain't for this, man? They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong way.
Carr now on 1st down. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The Raiders on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Carr. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now they nurse Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
2nd down and 4. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. It's Eckler again. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Allen has it, left side. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert, he'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Herbert back to the air. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Come on, you serious?
Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, that last touchdown we just...
Wide 85. Watch the curl.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Being chased, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw his Carr. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Carr. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Now Carr, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Up the middle with Eckler. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Chargers, they begin the new year 1-0 as they come out victorious here. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.
staff points can be used across all of your staff characters. To access talents down a tree, you must purchase at least one tier of the talents above them. When you have enough staff points, you can begin purchasing talents or special skills that will improve your team on or off the field. To see what effect each talent has, highlight it on the talent tree. Some talent trees make you select a path to follow to build your character. Upon purchasing one of these talents, the opposite path will be locked, so choose wisely.